Hello and welcome to LawSikho. Let's talk about the top 10 news developments for today under 2 minutes for judiciary aspirants. And first of all, we start with the national news. Now, at the outset, let's talk about the setup of a vegan leather manufacturing unit in Northeast. Therefore, an MOU for this particular purpose, it has recently been signed between the CSIR, the National Institute for Interdisciplinary Sciences and Technology, and the Northeast Center for Technology Application and Reach to set up vegan leather manufacturing units in Meghalaya and other northeastern states. Now we talk about the Sustainable Development Report or Goals Index. So here, according to the UN Sustainable Development Solutions Network's 10th and the latest Sustainable Development Report has been published, and India for the very first time has featured among the top 100 countries out of a total of 167 countries. Now India's rank stands at the 99th position, while the US is at the 44th position and China is at the 49th position. Next, let's talk about cricket. So Jasprit Bumrah, he has made his name to the history books by becoming the first Asian bowler to take 150 test wickets in South Africa, England, New Zealand and Australia, or to say the SENA countries. Another sports-related development, so the world number one, Kidambi Srikanth, he returns to court to lead India's charge at the US Open 2025 badminton tournament. Moving on, the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, it recently announced that the National Sample Survey, it will undertake its first full-fledged house income survey next year, which is 2026. Now let's talk about reservation for transgender community. So the Chief Minister for Assam, he recently announced that the transgender community in the state will now be granted OBC status, or to say the other backward class status, and he also declared that 50% reservation in superior level appointments or positions under Women and Child Development Department and Anganwadi workers will also be reserved. Now let's talk about the largest and the most advanced underwater autonomous vehicle in our country. So Krishna Defence and Allied Industries Limited, it recently inaugurated the ceremonial process for commencement of the construction of our country's largest and most advanced autonomous underwater vehicle, which is designed by the Indian Navy. Legendary Georgian wrestling coach, his name is Vladimir Mestvirishvili, who trained several Olympic medalists and is credited with laying the foundation for India's rise in this particular sport globally. He has recently passed away owing to age-related ailments. Next is a heartening development. So after the states of Mizoram and Goa, Tripura has now become the third state in our country to have become completely literate. So this criteria is given by the Ministry of Education, which says that if a state is 95% plus literacy rate, then it is categorized as completely literate. The first copies of the second volume of the books titled The Wings to Our Hope, or to say Aashaon ki Udaan, these were presented to President Murmu by our Defence Minister. It is essentially a collection of her speeches during her tenure as the President. And lastly, let's talk about the international news developments for the day. So Pakistan, China, as also Bangladesh, conducted their first trilateral meeting to discover ways and measures to boost their cooperation. And at the end, let's talk about the Global Peace Index for the year 2025. So it highlighted that for the very first time, the global peace, it has deteriorated by 0.36%, and the report was prepared by the Institute for Economics and Peace. That's all we have for the day. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Until I see you tomorrow.